Very horrific situation out here, very tragic. Been in this business for a long time, and I had never heard a scenario like this. It really caught me by surprise. What we have right here is we have an apartment unit. It appears to be where three juveniles were left abandoned pretty much. I'm told they range in ages from 15, 10, and 7 years old. They've been here for an extended period of time. At the same time, we also have the skeletal remains of what appears to be a juvenile. It appears to have been there for also an extended period of time. We don't know how long. That'll be part of the forensic investigation. We don't know the exact age, but we anticipate again that it's the skeletal remains for a juvenile. And other than that, right now, it's just very preliminary information. We're trying to identify next of kin to determine exactly what's happened and how we got to this point. But again, a very horrific set of circumstances. And so, very troubled by all this. Our members are troubled by it, but, we're going to make sure we do everything we can and make sure we conduct a thorough follow-up investigation, make sure that the kids are okay.
So this video is about the Texas House of Horrors. This really is disturbing. Gloria Williams, 35 years old, date of birth, December 26, 1985, was arrested in Houston, October 26th. Count 1, tampering and fabricating physical evidence. Count 2, felony injury to a child, omission. Count 3, felony injury by omission. She remains in Harris County Jail on $900,000 bond. This is Brian Coulter, 31 years old, date of birth December 12, 1989, arrested in Houston, October 26th. On felony murder. He remains in Harris County Jail on $1 million bond. Gloria lived in a Houston apartment with her 4 sons, ages 15, 10, 8, and 7. Sheriff Gonzalez of Houston PD stated at least 2 of the boys are on the autistic spectrum. Approximately November 1st, 2020, Gloria's son Kendrick Lee 8 was beaten to death by her boyfriend. Kendrick's brothers witnessed the beating. Children stated Coulter struck Kendrick with closed fists and kicked his face, feet, back, buttocks, and genitals. He kicked him until he stopped moving and his eyes turned black. Covered him up with a blue blanket and left the room. When Gloria discovered Kendrick was deceased, the couple argued. Gloria claims Coulter told her he was sorry and he hit Kendrick until he went to sleep. Gloria's 15-year-old son told investigators he thought she would call 911, but she didn't. Instead, Gloria and Brian moved out of the apartment, leaving her 3 sons, 15, 10, and 7, to fend for themselves. The boys told investigators Gloria occasionally dropped off junk food, but hadn't been there in months, which is disturbing considering Brian Coulter can be seen eating a steak and drinking wine in this Instagram photo. Gloria's 10-year-old boy told investigators Coulter had also beaten him. The boys relied on their 15-year-old brother to take care of them. A neighbor recalled giving the 15-year-old packaged food on occasion, and none of the neighbors suspected anything was going on inside the apartment. At his breaking point, Gloria's 15-year-old son finally called 911. Investigators found the boys living in an apartment that had no bedding, no furniture. The apartment was infested with flies and cockroaches. Kendrick Lee was found laying out in the open, nothing more than a dry skeleton. Investigators state that Coulter routinely beat the younger boys and never allowed them to leave the apartment. Gloria's 10-year-old boy had a swollen jaw broken weeks ago by Coulter. 10-year-old boy told investigators his mother was aware of his injuries, but she didn't seek medical attention. And the boy will require facial surgery to repair the damage. Gloria didn't do anything. She abandoned her kids for this jerk. Unbelievable.